Hollywood, the world's greatest stage for beauty, power, and illusion. But behind the golden glow, behind the flawless faces, lay lives unraveling in silence. And when the lights went out, the truth surfaced in cold, clinical autopsy rooms. Tonight, we journey into 15 chilling final reports. Moments where the glamour ends, and the darkness begins. Marilyn Monroe, a name carved into the soul of Hollywood. But her autopsy revealed something far more disturbing than the world ever imagined. A massive concentration of barbiturates. Yet her stomach? Empty. Clean. Untouched. It shouldn't have been possible. Unless someone else was involved, or the drugs were delivered in a way the public was never told. Even the lividity on her skin whispered a hidden truth. That Marilyn's body may have been moved, after her soul was gone. Her death didn't close her story. It opened a conspiracy that still bleeds through Hollywood's walls. Judy Garland spent her life being molded, pushed, and controlled. But her autopsy showed the real cost of that control. A liver destroyed. A heart enlarged and exhausted. Not from a final dramatic overdose, but from decades of quiet suffering. The pills that kept her awake, the pills that forced her to sleep, became an unending cycle her body could no longer survive. Judy didn't die of excess. She died of heartbreak, exhaustion, and a lifetime of being someone else's dream. James Dean's end was as abrupt as lightning. His autopsy didn't tell a story, it screamed one. A broken neck. Ribs shattered like glass. Organs ruptured by sheer velocity. The coroner wrote that he died instantly. Not a sound. Not a breath. Just darkness. The rebel, the icon, the legend, gone before his body even knew it was dying. The king of rock and roll carried a kingdom on his shoulders, and it crushed him from the inside out. 14 prescription drugs swirled through his system. But the most horrifying discovery was his colon, twice its normal size, hardened from years of silent suffering. His heart was swollen. His arteries narrowing. His liver strained beyond repair. Elvis didn't die suddenly. He died slowly, painfully. Piece by piece. While the world worshipped the image he could no longer live up to. Natalie Wood's autopsy read like a riddle written in bruises. Marks on her arms. Bruises on her face. Scratches around her neck. And seawater in her lungs, proof she was alive when the ocean took her. Her blood carried alcohol and medication. But the bruises on her wrists whispered of something darker. Something the official story never fully answered. Natalie's final moments drift between accident and suspicion. A mystery that still clings to Hollywood like fog over deep water. Bruce Lee, one of the greatest physical specimens of his era. Yet his autopsy revealed a shocking contradiction. His brain had swollen to 13% above normal size. A catastrophic reaction, sudden, violent, unexplained. His organs were perfect. His body a marvel. And still, he fell. Rumors of earlier collapses only deepened the shadows. Bruce Lee's death didn't end his legend. It began a mystery that refuses to rest. Sharon Tate's autopsy is one of the most devastating ever recorded. Multiple stab wounds, detailed with cold precision. Defensive injuries carved across her arms and hands. She fought. For her life. For her unborn child. Her baby boy, 2 weeks from entering the world, was untouched inside the womb. His heart stopped only because hers did. Her autopsy is not just a report. It is a scream frozen in time. Clark Gable, the king of Hollywood masculinity, died from a heart that had been breaking for years. Enlarged. Strained. Battling hardened arteries and lungs scarred from chain smoking. He pushed himself on his final film, stunts in freezing weather, stress on every beat of his heart. His body didn't give out suddenly. It surrendered after decades of pressure he never allowed the world to see. Bela Lugosi lived as a monster on screen. And fought his own demons in real life. His autopsy revealed arterial sclerosis so severe that blood struggled to reach his heart. Morphine dependence had worn him down. Time had hollowed him out. But it was his burial, dressed in his full Dracula costume, that turned his death into legend. A man defined by a character, even in the grave. Carole Lombard's Autopsy told the story of a moment, one terrible moment, when fate struck without mercy. Her remains were fragmented beyond recognition. Identification was done through fingerprints alone. Broken bones, torn tissue, instantaneous death. The crash site scattered with personal belongings. Silent reminders of how quickly everything can vanish. River Phoenix was young, gifted, and rising, until a deadly speedball ripped his future away. His autopsy revealed heroin and cocaine overpowering his system. His heart strained, his lungs filling with fluid. Witnesses watched him collapse and convulse on the sidewalk. While his life slipped away in minutes. He was only 23. A brilliant flame, extinguished far too soon. Behind every red carpet smile, lies a fragile human story. Behind every Hollywood dream, a cost that someone must pay. And behind every legend, an autopsy that reveals the truth the spotlight could never show.